Welcome back to my third and final video about how Debbie Reynolds, aka Grandma Aggie from Halloween Town, was involved in one of Hollywood's biggest scandals. Like I was telling you in my last video, just 2 years after Eddie and Elizabeth tied the knot, karma would come and bite him in the butt when Elizabeth was cast in the film Cleopatra and she met the second greatest love of her life, Richard Burton. And their love affair was, of course, one of the most iconic and tumultuous love affairs Hollywood had ever seen, and was deemed so controversial because they were both married when their affair began that the Vatican publicly condemned it. Her and Eddie divorced in 1954, and her and Richard were married not once but twice before they divorced for good in 1976. But enough of that, let's talk about the time that Debbie and Elizabeth came face to face on a cruise and ended their feud once and for all. Debbie and her second husband were on a cruise ship in the late 60s or early 70s when, to her surprise, Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor were on the same cruise. Now, there were literally paparazzi hiding all over the cruise ship trying to get a cheap shot of the two of them coming face to face. Debbie had enough of it and wanted to squash the beef and decided to send Elizabeth a letter, and Elizabeth sent Debbie a letter at the same time that she did, and they got together and squashed their beef once and for all. Elizabeth said that she was only with Eddie to keep the memory of Mike Todd alive, and Debbie went on record to say that you can't make a man stay if he doesn't want to. They remained good friends until Elizabeth passed away in 2011. After she passed away, Debbie was on record saying, "Elizabeth had a great love of life. I should know she took part of mine." And Debbie Reynolds lived until 2016 when she passed away just one day apart from her daughter, Carrie Fisher.